So of course, the star of the show is going to be the pork cracklins. I'm sure a lot of you guys have eaten these as a snack as is, but yeah, these are really good to cook up. Almost forgot, a little bit of salsa. Well, good morning, folks. James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to be doing some campfire cooking. Now, a few weeks ago, I was at this campground and I cooked up some chicharrones. Now, basically, chicharrones are pork cracklins or pork rinds that are stewed up over a salsa. It is a popular Mexican food recipe, not only in Mexico, but all throughout the American Southwest. Very popular for breakfast, for burritos, stuff like that. And so I understand it may not be the usual norm that you're used to when it comes to camp cooking recipes, but I highly suggest it, especially if you love Mexican food and spicy food. Very delicious. Now, when I was doing that camping video, it was extremely windy, so I wasn't able to talk a lot. So I had a lot of viewers that had questions on the recipe. And so now that it's a nice, relaxing day, we're going to get to cooking and be eating good. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get started. So let's talk about the ingredients while our fire burns down to a bed of coals. So of course, the star of the show is going to be the pork cracklins or pork rinds. It's essentially the same thing, which is fried out pork fat with detached skin, salt, and dextrose. I'm sure a lot of you guys have eaten these as a snack as is. But yeah, these are really good to cook up. Now this is 4 ounces. This is definitely enough for 2 people, so I'm going to have leftovers. I like these smaller rinds, these cracklins, a lot better than the larger ones. They're easier to cook up. They're more manageable. And this is just what they had at my store. And then from there, we're going to have 1 large onion, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 serrano peppers. And I know a lot of you folks don't like food too spicy, so you can replace this with green chili, roasted green chilies, or maybe 1 jalapeno, or just omit this entirely if that's not your thing. 3 tomatoes. You're going to need 1 cube of tomato bouillon. And then, of course, some olive oil for cooking. And then these are the seasonings that I like to add. Green chili seasoning, seasoned salt. Now this, be careful because a lot of times this is already full of salt. And so if they're really salty and you add this, then of course it's not going to be enjoyable. I eat these all the time, so I know for a fact that they're somewhat bland. So I definitely add some salt and then a little bit of blackening because I put blackening in everything. And then, of course, once your meal is ready, I got some flour tortillas and some salsa to make an awesome burrito. Almost forgot, 2.5 cups of water. Obviously, I brought extra, but yeah, once again, 2.5 cups. And then, of course, a cutting board, a spoon or ladle, and then your pot with a lid on it. So let's start chopping stuff down. So first is the onion, and next the 3 garlic cloves. Nice and thin. Now we do have a good amount of onion and garlic to caramelize, so I like to put a good amount, about 1.5 tablespoons, and just let it get warm for about 2-3 minutes, and then we throw them on there. So we're going to let the tomatoes stew for about 10 minutes so they can start simmering and breaking down so we can start getting that soup base going. In the meantime, I'm just cooling off a little bit. It's getting pretty hot. Now, sadly, I haven't been able to camp this week. I've just been very busy, but I did want to make some time for myself, squeeze in at least 3 hours sometime during the week so we can get out here where I can enjoy my solitude and the fresh mountain air and cook up a meal and all that good stuff. I like to think of it as my little mental reset, my decompression from the pressures of everyday life. However, sometimes that may not be enough, and that brings us to today's sponsor, BetterHelp. Now, BetterHelp is a website that helps you get started with your therapy journey easier. You just take a quick quiz and you get matched with a licensed therapist. And in case you're not a right fit, you're able to change anytime you want at no cost to you. I myself have already taken the quiz. I already got my therapist, and so I'm already starting with this stuff because there's just been some personal issues that I've been neglecting the last couple of decades, and I think it's about time, as I'm approaching 40, to start dealing with that. And so I can go at my own pace with BetterHelp, and you could even choose, whether you prefer an older therapist, a male therapist, female therapist, religious therapist, and you can communicate however you're comfortable, whether it's phone call, whether it's video chat or text. So click in the description box below or go to betterhelp.com/junkyardfox and get 10% discount on your first month of therapy. Mental health, once again, is supremely overlooked. So once again, I'll have the link down below, betterhelp.com/junkyardfox. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Now let's go check on those tomatoes. So yeah, I like to start letting the tomatoes start becoming mushy, basically. And then I like to add the serranos. And once again, serranos are pretty hot. Sadly, jalapenos aren't really hot anymore. They're purposely bred to not be that hot anymore, which I don't understand why. So I've kind of recently made the jump to serranos because I like very spicy food. If you've never tried serranos, I'd suggest you tone it down on this. No, don't use as much because they can get very hot. So once again, a good substitute where you can have some heat without being overbearing. It's maybe 1 or 2 green chilies that are roasted, chopped up and thrown in here. Maybe 1 or 2 jalapenos that are very mild, which is majority of jalapenos now. All right. Yeah, mix that up. And we're just gonna let that cook up together for about 3-4 minutes. And once again, I like 2.5 cups. You can add more if you prefer it a little more soupy. I prefer a little bit more like salsa or like a stew. So even this 2.5 cups of water, some of it's gonna just evaporate. Sorry about that. There you go, 2.5. And next we add a tomato bouillon cube. So you add 1 bouillon cube in here. That's about a tablespoon. So here's my tablespoon. And check this out, if you break it down, it's about a tablespoon. So yeah, throw that in there. And then mix it up good so it can make a nice broth. Now, so you can add your spices here, but the more I do this recipe, the more I realize it's better to add them later on once you've already added the pork rinds, because different companies of pork rinds, some are saltier than others and stuff like that. So just wait until the pork rinds are simmering in here, and then you can give it a little taste test, see what it needs. Because obviously the bouillon's gonna already have sodium and all that stuff, so you don't wanna make them too salty or too spicy, overdo it. We're gonna let this simmer in here for about 20 minutes. Of course, every once in a while I'll come back and stir it around a bit. All right, add the cracklings. Make sure they're all soaked so they can start absorbing the liquid. There we go. And I'm gonna give them another 15 minutes. A little bit of blackening. All right, so it is chow time. Now, I will say I did let these cook up. I let them simmer for about 30 minutes, which is usually a little bit longer than I normally like to do it. Normally it's about 20 minutes, but these were some stubborn cracklings, and they were just a little bit too stiff. I kind of like them a little bit more soggy, a little bit more chewy. But yeah, I let them go for a little bit longer. Just like any stew, you're not gonna burn it. If you're just letting it simmer, it's gonna be fine. So, yeah, they should be good to go. So, my tortilla over here. Almost forgot. A little bit of salsa. And to help wash it down now that it's approaching noon and it's very hot, good old Coca-Cola. So time to chow down. Now, as always, I always end up overcooking my tortilla because I'm so busy moving filming equipment, and then it gets a little bit slightly overcooked. So it's going to be more of a Chicharrones taco over here. So my tortilla was a fail, so let's just go ahead and just serve ourselves like it's a stew, right on a plate. And that's the consistency I like it, kind of like a stew, more like salsa. Some people like it a lot more soupy with more liquid. I don't. In fact, if you notice, majority of the liquid has already been absorbed by the pork rinds, or it's just been evaporated. And that's closer to the way I like it, a little bit more, once again, closer to stew. So once again, chicharrones, which is a Mexican staple. I guess you can just say that it's pork rind stew, you know, because you got the pork cracklings, some garlic, onion, serrano peppers, and tomatoes, and of course some spices and stuff like that. Now, obviously, this is not the end-all be-all recipe. Some people like to add meat or stuff like that, some nopales, aka cactus, but this is just the way I like it. Some people like to just blend the entire, you know, all the veggies in the blender, so it's just kind of more of, once again, a liquid consistency. I hate blenders. I hate the sound of them. I don't even own one. So this works for me because I'm able to do it while camping. I'm not going to bring a blender while I'm outdoors. And so, yeah, let's chow down. There you go. Very good. The only complaint that I've heard from people that don't eat chicharrones is that they don't like the texture. The chicharrones are very gummy. They're soggy. And so some people don't like that texture. I think it's pretty good. I don't know. That's up to you. Your mileage may vary. But this is made with breakfast alongside eggs, like I did when I was camping that one time. You can cook it, you know, with some refried beans on the side or some rice, stuff like that. You know, think of Mexican food staples, you know, Spanish rice and refried beans. You know, I happen to be a sucker for them. Anytime I go to a burrito place, this is my first choice, a burrito of chicharrones. Well, everyone, that is about it for me. A short and sweet video, just showing you a little recipe from my neck of the woods. I know sometimes, you know, I like to vary it. Sometimes it's a little bit more American, you know, some bacon cheeseburgers or mac and cheese, stuff like that. And sometimes I like to switch it up. And so you see this recipe a lot, like Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. I don't know about California. I'm sure it does. And yeah, just give it a shot. If you like spicy food, once again, if you don't like spicy food, by all means, feel free to omit any spiciness from it, but I dig it. Just remember, just be prepared that, you know, it is a little soggy, it is a little chewy when you eat them. Not too much, but it's something to take note of, that's the texture of it. But I very much enjoy them. Like I said, these are my go-to when I order burritos. So that's about it for me, folks. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, and big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.